Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to work in my front garden. It normally rains in winter in Cape Town and today is not a rainy day. I do want to take advantage of no rain for the day and give my front garden a little bit of loving. It's got out of control and when it's cold I must admit I really don't want to go and work in the garden. Trees need trimming. I've got ice cream trees that are a little bit out of control and my strelitzia needs a little bit of tidying up as the flowers are starting to come out. It's supposed to be summer, it's September, but geez, it's still jolly cold. There's certainly no spring and summer in the air. Here I'm busy trimming the base of my ice cream tree. It's really gone wild, and if you don't control an ice cream tree it almost becomes a weed and it takes over your other flowers. I haven't been keeping this in control and really need to take care of it today. I have 2 ice cream trees in the front garden. Today I'm also going to show you some unusual traffic that we see in Cape Town. I hope you'll enjoy it. It's quite common in my street that these unusual vehicles come past, so hopefully you will enjoy that. These are my fur babies. I have a working cat, that's Galaxy, you can see in the background, and it's Amigo next to me. He's going on 15. And you'll see Zach, he's my Ridgeback cross, he's 14. And the only one we're missing in the front garden is Bella, my calico cat. She's scared of the whole world. They all rescues. This is my other ice cream tree I'm busy tidying up. It's also gone a little bit out of control. My helpers are always faithfully close. I'm using a Ryobi reticulated saw. It's lighter for me. Often I find a lot of the tools are heavy, but Ryobi's tools are not too heavy and I'm able to cope with them. What's nice with this one is you can see I can twist the blades by just pressing a button. I can twist them to the left or right, and that's quite convenient. It's much safer than turning the blades around, which can be very dangerous. And I find this is a very useful tool and it saves my hands. Able to cut the trees really well with it. This is my frangipani tree. It's winter and it's looking very sad, but in summer it's beautiful. Here's the unusual traffic. I hope you will enjoy this. We see this often in Cape Town. It's our horse and carts. They come past and they scream metal or any rubbish that you need. They take away anything off the curb. And each horse and cart is registered. And they're monitored quite well by the Horse and Cart Association because they travel quite far. They come from the informal settlements, which are many kilometers away. They're quite often around our area and they pick up bits and pieces that are on the front garden. So I hope you enjoyed that unusual sight that we have in Cape Town. Currently here I'm replanting geraniums. They are a very forgiving plant. Quite pleased that my soil is looking good here. Because we are in Cape Town, our soil is actually beach sand. So a lot of compost needs to be put into the ground to try and maintain some kind of nourishment for your plants. I'm up on the ladder, which I really don't enjoy, and certainly when it's breezy I don't. I need to trim this tree and I have to be very careful with the spikes, so invariably when I use my reticulated saw or cutting these trees, I have safety glasses on because invariably I nearly poke my eye out. It's the most ridiculous thing. These trees are quite tough, so the reticulated saw is actually quite easy and very helpful to cut them. Because if you try with normal garden shears and cutters, it doesn't work very well on this tree. It's quite tough, but it does need a lot of tidying and clearing away. As I mentioned, the weather was overcast, and who would have thought a couple of days later we would end up with a huge spring tide that was like a mini tsunami that washed onto the shores of Cape Town. If you look at some videos on YouTube, you'll be able to see the damage as well as how severe the waves were. My strelitzia I've not really been looking after. This is the only spot in my whole garden that it grows, and it really grows really well here. This one is about 30 years old. I planted it when I first moved into my house, and I've done a lot of clearing away and tidying and a little bit of loving, and I think it's looking a lot better. It's a result of all my, bless my fur babies, but it's also a result of all my cutting, and here's a little bit of tidying up, some before and after, and it's looking a lot better. I haven't cut the ones close to the roof because they're higher than I can deal with, but at last the garden is looking a little bit better. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.